Have you ever wondered what happens to the things you recycle or throw out? There's a lot that goes on beyond the bin. Trust me, I should know. When it comes to bins, seagulls are experts. And I can tell you that recycling makes a real difference to the environment and your community. Almost everything can be recycled and come back as something else. But not everything that can be recycled can go into your recycling bins at home. Some things need special treatment, like paint, oils, light bulbs, batteries and other hazardous waste. But home is still the best place to start recycling because it's easy. And with just a little effort, you can make a big difference. For instance, this is Rose. Hi, Rose. Because she's organic, she goes into the green organics bin along with leaves, branches, lawn and other green trimmings. Food scraps too. Yum. You've got to put them somewhere, so why not in your green bin? It gets turned into compost or mulch for our gardens. Hold that thought. Here comes Tom. He's a steel can, so he can be recycled heaps of times. You can recycle most kinds of metal, plastic, glass and paper packaging in your yellow bin. It's really simple. Containers and bottles just need a quick rinse and lids can go in separately. Now look in here. Hi, Chip.
Hello.
Didn't know you were in there. This is your red bin, which is full of stuff that can't be easily separated or recycled from home. It's for broken glass, damaged clothes that cannot be donated, pillows, foam, garden hoses, nappies, and even worn-out shoes. But even this stuff gets used to make something different. Let me show you. You see, each bin is picked up by a different kind of truck and then taken on a completely different journey. Let's follow Rose first. This way. This is the transfer station where everything's emptied onto the ground, then scooped up and put into an even bigger truck and taken to a compost facility. That's where everything gets mixed with sawdust, manure, poo-wee, coffee grinds and other organics. It's poured into long mounds for up to 8 weeks to properly break down. The mounds let off hot steam that gets up to 80 degrees. Hot enough in there for you, Rose? Once it's all broken down, it's checked for contaminants and sold as compost to garden centres in bags or by the tonne, which means Rose could end up back where she started on a rose bush. Hey, let's see what Tom's up to. Tom was piled in with all kinds of stuff in the yellow bin, but now he's on his way to a different kind of transfer station. These front-end loaders push everything onto conveyor belts. It gets sorted in a few different ways. Some of it's done by hand, some of it sorts itself using special bouncy conveyor belts to start the sorting. But Tom's still got a little way to go yet. Bottles go into round circular drums that do some of the sorting, then people sort them by hand again. Plastic bottles get squished into blocks ready for shredding. Glass is sorted by colour, then crushed and melted to be remoulded into new products. Paper and cardboard is sorted into colours as well, then baled up and sent off for recycling into more paper and cardboard. Here's Tom now. He's been through a magnetic tunnel which sorts aluminium and steel. Tom's steel, so he'll be squished into blocks, then melted in a furnace at over 750 degrees. Ouchie! But don't worry about Tom. He's done this heaps of times. The metal is cooled and rolled into sheets ready to be used all over again. See you soon, Tom. Can't wait to see what he comes back as this time. Hey, I almost forgot about Chip. Quick, this way. Phew, just in time. You probably think that poor old Chip is going to just end up in the ground, which is kind of true, but even in this journey he still gets put to good use. We're at Chip's waste facility, where everything gets dumped into a big hole. But before this happens, everything is placed into a big shredder and spun around to help pull out any small organics like food scraps that have snuck their way in. Hey, Chip, you'll be right. They're just putting this cover over the top for a while. It'll keep you nice and warm. Now this is the cool bit. Obviously, it would be great to recycle everything, but even landfill can be made into something useful. You see, after a while, some landfill waste starts to break down and turn into methane gas. These pipes collect all that gas that would normally become greenhouse gas and use it to create useful electricity that goes back into homes. Oh, wow, it's getting late. Probably the most important part of what happens to things like Rose, Tom and Chip starts with you. When you recycle right, you're giving many things a chance to be used again. Hey, is that Tom? And Rose, wow, Chip too. Oh, you're looking hot. South Australians are the best recyclers in the country, and we can keep it that way. If you're ever a bit confused about waste, recycling, and what goes into any of your bins, contact your local council.